Hello Pisces, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. My water family, how are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I am here to do a reading for the week ahead. Whenever you find this, Pisces, it is always going to be for the week ahead. Pisces, you do have a bonus read coming this week. Thank you for all the clicks and views on my last video. And oh my gosh, so many of you subscribed. Thank you so much for doing that. You have the most subscriptions so far this month. So thank you so much for subscribing to the tribe. If you come by and you click and view anyway, but you have not yet subscribed, please do that. I hope that you will. And also, you know, sometimes YouTube comes by and just removes some of the bots, and that could also affect you. You might get caught in the crossfire. So make sure that you're still subscribed if that's your intention. All right, here we go, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for the week ahead. It's always going to be for the week ahead, Pisces. What's coming up for you? It says, bring your ideas to life, kind of appropriate. We do have the eel spirit. You are a water sign after all, right? And so we have the electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. We have card number 24, which is a 6. And I want to say with this energy, it feels like you're supposed to trust in some sort of a process of some sort of an idea that you have. And I want to say that the idea is probably a deep one, something that you've buried. It feels like the electric eel spirit. It's like when water, or when electricity touches water, it makes sparks. I want to say that that there is some sort of an idea that can be brought to the surface, and that people will take notice of it if you do bring it to the surface. So bring your ideas to life, whether that's a manifestation or something that you intend to give life to through your energy, electricity. Tell me more about Pisces. We have Let It Shine, the peacock spirit. So yes, it feels like there's something here that you're supposed to quit hiding. This, we've got card number 46, which is a 10. It breaks down to a 1, which is the beginning of something. We have Let It Shine, and we have a peacock. And the peacock spreads its fan so you can see how spectacular it is. I feel like there's some sort of an idea that you are supposed to bring to life here, Pisces, or something that you will take notice of because it's like sparking or shining in the distance. So somebody's either trying to get a hold of you with that energy, or you're trying to let people see exactly who you are. I'm going to say, Charlie just said, let the freak flag fly. Look, not everybody's impressed with a peacock, but I'm one of those people that is. Maybe you are. You know, it's a very grand display of beauty when the peacock opens its fan. And then we have watch and wait. So it feels like you're supposed to trust the process and be patient with whatever is about to unfold. Watch and wait is card number 53, which is an 8. 8 is about the self. It's also about putting the hard work into something, but also laid on its side. It is the infinity symbol. So I want to say that, excuse me. I want to say that the universe is in on this. You're supposed to watch and wait. You're supposed to trust the process. That's number 6 is about that. It's about trusting the process. You're more than halfway there. There is some sort of a something spectacular that's going to show itself, the beginning of something, and that you're supposed to trust the process and wait. It says think on your feet. So you might be pushed into a situation where you do have to think on your feet. 2 and 7 is 9. For some of you, you might be pulled out of hermit mode for that. You might be pulled out of hermit mode, and then you're going to have to think on your feet. For others of you, the 9 may indicate that you're at the end of a cycle and that something brand new is about to begin, because this is the 10. We have 9 and then we have 10. So you might be right at the end of the cycle of something. Foxes are very perceptive. They're also very smart, right? So they know how to stay alive. They know how to hide. I'm just going to say, think on your feet is something that the fox does all the time. In order to stay alive in the wild, the fox must be quick, smart, make good decisions, and think on their feet at all times. All right, let's take a look at some tarot. I'm going to throw down some tarot here, and this is all for the week ahead. Don't forget that, right? This is all for the 3rd week of February. And then we're going to look at this. We're going to pull out one card for the last week of February and take a peek into that. Pisces, let's find out what's going on here. If you haven't yet taken a look at the sneak peek for the week, I did do a Pisces reading in that one as well. Here we go. Tell me about Pisces, please. Tell me about Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have the Two of Pentacles. It says, bring your ideas to life. You might have more than one idea that you're trying to bring to life. Somebody here is juggling ideas, juggling something in the 3D. I want to say that help is on the way. So if you do have ideas that you're juggling in the 3D, something that you want to, when it says electric eel spirit, it makes me feel like somebody put like a wire in the water, or like something is going to be infused with energy. That's what it feels like. I am looking at this little dog. Help's about to arrive. And I feel like you've been juggling on your own for a while. Somebody is going to help you bring this idea to life, whatever the idea is. Tell me about Let It Shine for Pisces for the week ahead. We have the Four of Swords in the reverse. Let it shine. It's time for you to stop hiding. Usually with the Four of Swords in the upright, it is about taking a mental break. It's about maybe just little to no communication with the people around you. Maybe you're trying to get some solace. Maybe you're trying to work through something in the mind, trying to come up with an idea possibly, or just trying to come up with, maybe you're coming out of this energy of healing the mind. It's time for you. It feels like it's the calm before the storm. And I feel like that in midweek next week that you will be coming out of this energy of wanting to be alone, wanting to be by yourself, deep in thought, alone, trying to heal the thoughts. And I feel like as you come out of that, there is a new beginning with card number 46 breaking down to a 1, right? 4 and 6 is 10, and then it breaks down to a 1. So let it shine is like, I feel like you're coming out of hiding. That's what it feels like here, that you're going to become a little bit more social. We do have watch and wait. And watch and wait tells me, I feel like you're peeking outside of the fear wall. I feel like the reason that you went into the Four of Swords here is because you're feeling a little bit exhausted, waiting for the end of something or waiting for the end of a cycle. We do have 8 here, and it feels like you were waiting for the end, like going from the 8 to the 9 is what I'm thinking. You're waiting for some sort of the end of the cycle so you can peek your head out. I feel like with the 9 of Wands in the reverse, it feels like you're coming out from behind the fear wall. It's like you would put a wall between you and the world, I think. And now you're ready to work on something, but you're kind of peeking out behind the fear wall here, and you're watching and waiting and trusting the process here. We do have the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Let's pull one card for the last week of February, the last week of the month. You could, with the King of Cups here, you could have other water placements possibly, but this is, of course, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. We have the King of Cups, who is emotionally available, somebody who's kind of got it all. They keep it all under the surface, but they keep it all together under the surface. Somebody who's really deep, goes really deep, likes to talk about things really deep. This isn't somebody who's going to want to talk about your cell phone coverage. They're going to want to talk about the universe and the galaxies and things that are in the deep, like things that are in the ocean. And they're going to want to talk about world issues. So that could be you, or that could be someone else. Tell me what's coming up the last week in February. We have a loyal heart. Interesting. So this is someone that sees you as themselves. Someone who's staring right at you and sees you as themselves. We have card number 35. We have card number 53. Look at that. We've got mirrored numbers here. 5335 could be an angel number. You might want to take a look at that. But we do have mirrored numbers here, and these two people are mirroring each other. People. Owls, right? It feels like with the owls, it's always transformation. And they're sitting on an egg, and there is a heart here. It's like there is something about to be birthed, a loyal heart, but it does feel romantic to me. We'll talk more about that. Maybe for some of you, you are single right now. It says orphaned. Maybe you feel like you've been forgotten about. That's what it feels like. All right. Tell me about this idea you're bringing to life here. Someone might be bringing you an idea. I feel like you're in tumultuous times and that you are juggling a lot of things. For some of you, it could be that you are low on money. Look, we're in a crazy economic situation. Not everybody's having an easy time of it. And for some of you, maybe you're just really making it day to day or every 2 weeks, or you're living on the edge. It feels like you're juggling a lot of things, but I want to say help is on the way. We do have this dog who's got the lunch in its mouth, right? So I want to say that help is on the way, and it's not necessarily a person. It could be a situation. It could be an opportunity. You know, the pentacles are opportunities, right? So maybe you might be, excuse me, coming to a place where you're going to be juggling opportunities here. And it says bring an idea to life, right? Bring your ideas to life. So maybe you're kind of back and forth on whether you should try something that might make you money, might turn into a job for you possibly. We do have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Knight of Swords. And we do have the Ten of Pentacles. Look, I feel like there's going to be a really quick change here. I want to say a really quick change in your pentacles. We're dealing all in pentacle energy except for this Knight of Swords, right? First, we start with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So it feels to me like you do have an idea. You do have an idea of something that might be able to be monetized. Look, you might have a skill that you learned how to cook when you were young. Maybe you've been keeping grandma's recipes throughout your life and now you're going to publish a book. It feels like you have some sort of an idea of something that will turn around your finances. We do have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, which tells me that you're not really confident that you can build something from nothing. I want to say with the Two of Pentacles that maybe you stay in the Two of Pentacles because you're too scared to take a risk. Now, you could be all water. I don't know what your placements are or where Pisces falls in for you. You might want to say in the comments. But if you do have earth energy and water energy, that might make you a little more passive, a little more holding back. Those are both feminine energies. It might make you possibly, in your gut, you know that something could probably work for you. Your intuition is on high, but I feel like you need to plug it in. I keep seeing a plug going into, it looks like a pool in the backyard. That's what Charlie's showing me in my clairvoyance. It feels like somebody is putting a cord in the pool and nobody's in the pool, but I feel like it makes everything electric or warms it up. Like it feels like you need to warm up to it. So with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, it feels like you're not really on stable ground, that you're juggling a lot and you've got an idea, but you're not bringing the idea to the surface because you don't feel confident enough that it will make you money, that possibly you've got just enough to make it to week to week to week, and you're just not putting any time or effort into that. I want to say that if you do, there will be a quick change here. So the Knight of Swords is an energy of seizing the day, right? Seizing the moment, arrivals and departures. It's like something is coming in quickly here. It feels like if you decide to take some sort of a small risk, bringing something to the surface that you weren't all that confident about, I do feel that it kind of takes off. It takes off in a way that you didn't expect it to take off. And I think that it's almost like somebody would say, well, Pisces, that's a little overly ambitious. It's a little ambitious to think that you could go from here to there. But look, as quickly as it went into the shitter is as quickly as it can climb out. I'm telling you, things can change like that. Change your mind, you change your life. Joe Dispenza said that. And I feel like it's more about changing your energy because we're looking at the eel spirit, right? We're looking at the electric eel spirit. I feel like there is something here that is electric that will go off if you try it, but you need to find the confidence to be able to do that because look, the Ten of Pentacles is here. So it feels like whatever you decide to do, whatever, if you finally get the energy to take the risk, or to decide in sort of a solid way that you'll put a little bit of money, Two of Pentacles, toward an idea, I feel like it grows really quickly. So if there is something, and I'm not saying go out and find a way to spend your money and take risks, that's not what I'm saying, but if I'm speaking to you and you're connecting with this reading right now, it feels like you do have an idea already. It's like something you've always wanted to do. I wonder if that idea would take off. I think now is the time to do that. It feels like it is. And it feels like it does move quickly from the 2 to the 9 to the 10. Like it moves really quickly and it is successful. It moves to the 10 of Pentacles here. Now, again, I have an indication here that somebody might be trying to help you. We've got two people speaking over the fence, right? Obviously, this is some sort of a neighbor or something. It feels like they're exchanging information. And I want to say that she is holding a basket full of abundance. And this person is speaking with her. There's children in the backyard. These people could be just meeting each other. Like it feels like there is some sort of help or somebody who wants to give you some information. Maybe someone who's already made their 10 Pentacles, possibly, but it does feel like there is somebody in your life or somebody you might meet who is going to give you some help, some information, or possibly a financial influx. Like they might want to they might want to invest in you or invest in your business. Why do we have the Four of Swords in the reverse here, please? Tell me about the Four of Swords in reverse with Let It Shine. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I really do feel whatever this idea is something that now is the time. I want to say it's divine timing. Now is the fated time for you to put into action the thing that you've been sitting on. So we've got the Four of Swords in the reverse. When the Four of Swords is in the reverse for me, it's like you're coming out of hiding. It's like you're like reconnecting to your friends, reconnecting to your family, reconnecting to an idea. Like it feels like you took some time out because you needed to think things out, or you needed to rest the mind. You needed to heal the mind. And I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune here, when you do finally come out and let it shine, it feels like the Wheel of Fortune catches hold. There's something changing here. You've changed your mind about something, or you will have some sort of an idea that I feel is a good idea. The Wheel of Fortune in the upright is only here for fortunate reasons, and it is divine timing. There are changes taking place in your life, or in the week ahead, in the middle of the week, something's going to change. It's like you'll change your mind, or you'll have a thought or an idea, and you're going to want to bring it to the surface. Something is brand new here. 4 and 6 is 10. There it is, brand new. We talk about the Fool. It is some sort of a leap of faith. This is Aries energy. You might have fire in the chart. You don't have to. This is Aries energy, and Aries is willing to take a leap off the edge. And this is an educated risk. It's like the Fool when they go on their way, they don't take anything with them. It's like, I want a clean slate. I just want to take my necessities with me and I'm going to go. But I'm just going to say, there is a sun shining in the background. So I think this is a period of growth, because the sunshine, when the sun shines, everything grows, right? Your hair, your nails, but also your life, your career, your personal growth, your spiritual growth, everything grows. And I feel like there is something coming here that's going to change your mind to take some sort of a leap of faith so others can see you, which can be terrifying in its own right. Tell me about this, the Fool. We have the 10 of Swords. So it feels like you are taking a leap of faith. And I want to say that there's a lot of people around you that are like, again, like I said before, what are you doing, Pisces? You know that this is going to fail terribly. It feels like people start coming out of the woodwork that are about to betray you. And I will tell you this, because I know it for a fact, that people that you thought were your ride or dies in your life, when you start to gain some success, when you start to have an idea and you put it out there and people start to come running toward that idea, other people get envious. And you'll be surprised in your life, Pisces, at how many people will turn away from you, completely away from you, because they are envious of the way that you're not afraid to take the leap of faith. So I'm going to say that along with the leap of faith comes a bit of betrayal, and it's bound to happen. And anybody who's had any amount of success in their life from taking some sort of a leap of faith towards something that meant a lot to them, they ended up in here. They didn't think that they would have to deal with betrayal, people talking behind their back, people saying hurtful things. They didn't think that they'd leave them to the wolves, but I've experienced it myself, and it comes in droves that way. So I'm not going to say suspect or expect everyone around you is going to poo-poo on your idea. I don't think that's what it means, but I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune here, it's telling me that this is the most optimal time for you to try something that you've never tried before. And if you decide to take the leap of faith, you will shine. If it is something brand new that you've never done before, and I don't care if that's asking someone out, starting a business, volunteering for some sort of something in your neighborhood, or meeting your neighbor. I don't care what that leap of faith is, but now is the best time to try something new. Not everybody's going to agree with it. Some people are going to put knives in your back. Some people are going to leave you to the wolves and betray you. Once they see that you are pulling out of their vibration, they're going to do everything they possibly can to stop you from taking this leap of faith. So just be aware that, there are people in your life that love you for who you are and want to see you do well, but there are a lot of people in your life, maybe not a lot, maybe one or two, but there are people in your life who are going to turn away from you when you begin to get some sort of success. And it's not that they don't like that you have success. It's that they don't like that you're so tenacious, that you have this thing. Pisces, you have a thing that nobody else in the zodiac has, but maybe Scorpio. But even with Scorpio, Pisces, you have the knowing. You have a knowing, like you know your name. There is a certain thing that you know is going to happen in your life. There's no one that can talk you out of it because you have the knowing. There are things that you know that are going to happen, and it's just like, the sun's going to come up, you're going to take your next breath, and these are things that you know like that. So I feel like if there's something in your intuition that is sitting in your gut that you have not attended to before, I feel like that now is the time to take the leap of faith, but just don't expect everyone to be happy for you. Tell me about the 9 of Wands in the reverse, because okay, I just heard Diana Ross sing, I'm coming out, I want the world to know, I'm going to let it show. Somebody's coming out to show who they really are. And once you do come out, wherever you're coming out of, wherever that is, your house or the closet or whatever it is, when you come out in front of everybody and show them that you're willing to take a risk because you're this brave, you need to watch and wait, because I feel like there is something that is about to transpire once you come out from behind this fear wall, and you're okay to take the bumps if that's what it takes. The watch and wait is wait people and watch people around you and see what happens here. I feel like something good is about to happen here. The 9 of Wands in the reverse. Why is this here, please? We do have the 5 of Pentacles. We do have the Page of Swords, and we have the 10 of Cups. Look, the good thing is that you will see who's with you and who's against you. The bad thing is you will see who's with you and who's against you, Pisces. What I'm saying here is I feel like you are about to know who those people are, who is with you, who is against you. The 5 of Pentacles, this particular depiction shows a person that is helping another person away from some fear, or there's a dog barking here. You can see that there, but also the dog is sort of policing this door. It's like you're not allowed to go in, but I feel like you can do it on your own. Even though you could stop in, possibly shoo the dog away, stop in, knock on the door and get some help. You and whoever this is, the person again, who I think is coming to help you, this person, you two are going to figure it out on your own, because I think you're willing to grow and learn. Like the Page of Swords is the one that is digging up information. It's the knowledge. This is the student, right? I feel like you are going to find out who's with you and who's against you. There is going to be 1 or 2 people who are with you, but some of the people are going to be against you. Some of the people aren't even going to let you in to help you. And so I feel like you need to know that you need to know who is friend and who is foe. And I feel like when you watch and wait, I feel like ultimately the 10 of Cups is yours. I feel like it's the ultimate happiness that now it's a win-win situation for you. The sad thing is you'll know who's with you and who's against you. The good thing is you'll know who's with you and who's against you. It's always good to know who is in your corner and who isn't. I think that ultimately what happens when you watch and wait is you get the 10 of Cups. You get the apex of happiness. Your family is happy. I feel like whatever your idea is about to make you some money. So it does feel like it's something that you will monetize. It feels like you're going to have to take a leap of faith, though, in order for it to work out for you. Now, I don't care if this is a relationship, a job, a business, grandma's book, recipe book. I don't care what it is. I feel like you are going to have to push outside your comfort zone in order to make it work. For some of you, it could be love. It could be relationship. Tell me about the loyal heart. Tell me about the loyal heart. We have the Page of Wands. Interesting. We do have the Judgment card. Hang on, a whole pile of them just pushed over here. All right, one more card. Tell me about Pisces. The Ace of Pentacles. So I do feel the loyal heart here is the person who's coming to help you. Now, this is a loyal heart. It is sitting on a heart. It does feel like it is somebody who has the same interests as you, somebody who's really ready to put the hard work in. This could be romantic. Take it as it resonates. But we do have the Page of Wands, which tells me that if it is a romantic thing, there isn't a significant age difference here. Either you're younger or they are. Take it as it resonates. But it is somebody who kind of just pops up in your life. There's no rhyme or reason as to why you bump into them. You might end up in a lineup looking at this person, in a line at the grocery store, waiting for gas, whatever it is. But it does feel like it's a new beginning of sorts. We're at a new beginning, and it's very exciting. There is a decision that you are going to have to make about whether or not you are going to invest or begin again or start something new. Tell me more about this. There is something that's already beginning anew here. And it is an opportunity that's coming. It is an opportunity that you will hesitate on. There's 2 pentacles here. There's 2 pentacles here. It's where we started from. I feel like you're thinking back to where you started from here. There is something that is building in. It's already, an opportunity is already ready for you at the end of the month. And the person who is on the Page of Pentacles is looking towards the Hanged Man energy. I feel like you're stuck here for a little bit. It feels like you're stuck. You're not sure what to do. You're trying to find an answer from the universe. And there might be something that you have to sacrifice in order to carry forward this grand idea. We do have the 4 of Wands. It feels like 1111. I want to say that if you've been seeing that number, this is around the corner for you. Somebody is coming to either infuse your life with money or your business, or you're making some sort of a big decision in your pentacle world here that's going to be very significant, that's going to change your life. And I think this messenger is bringing the message to you. Whether they give you the message or whether they are the person who is the messenger, take it as it resonates. I do believe that somebody is going to encourage you to act like the King of Wands. The King of Wands never gives up. The King of Wands always gets what they want. There is nothing that will stop the King from getting what they want. The only thing between the King and what they want is certain death. The King would rather die than not get what they want. So I feel like somebody's going to inspire you to step forward with inspiration here and work really hard on a project here. And it could end up with some sort of romantic energy here. We did have the King. Oh, there's an Emperor here. It could be someone who is already a business owner that's going to encourage you to open something or do something or monetize something. I hope that made sense to somebody. I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you so much, Pisces, for coming here and watching. I'll be back sometime this week with your bonus read. Thank you so much for all the ways you're loving on this channel. I'm going to go for now. See you guys later. Bye-bye.